not the organ that you know in the pipe world, but of course it is the electronic organ with, of course, Julien Spoons. So I'm your host for the whole show, and let's hope you enjoy it. And of course, welcome to the 11th of July 2022 here on a Monday. We return on a Monday yet again for this time, although last week we were on a Wednesday. But this time we return to the Monday edition, and it's now over to Julien here, and do say hi to us as we go along, and I'll be working behind the scenes as well as actually, enjoying some of the music. So it's over to Julien Spoons now. It's all over to you.
Right, okay.
And the camera's facing this way. And of course, the first one to say hi to you is Alex Bailey. So hello to you.
Hello, Alex Bailey. Let me introduce it. This is a bit
Now
of
explain to the audience what it's all about.
Hang on, let me give a chance.
Okay, carry on, just go for it.
Well, my name is Julien Spoons. I'm going to do some classical music as well as
Relaxing.
Five hymns each way.
It's relaxing because it's nice and relaxing,
yeah,
Julien.
and to start off with, it's not a hymn. It's
Hang on, it's nice and relaxing.
Yes,
you forgot that, Julien.
Nice and relaxing. Let me finish.
You need to write it down. I think
I do know. Yeah, I do know. If you let me give a chance.
You got to do it.
Don't interrupt.
Carry on. Enjoy the moment.
Right, 5 hymns each way, apart from a couple of voluntaries towards the end and one at the start, which I will start. Air on the Gavotte by Sandy Wesley, 1766 to 1837. Very interesting piece that on that one itself. What I would do, it should sound like this. Some of that area. I will be demonstrating a little bit about the tune I'll be playing and on the left hand side as well as I'll be going on. So do join me if you can for that.
And come and say hello as well.
And do say hello in the chat, and do if you have any questions, and do say for next time. This one is definitely out of copyright, so don't you worry.
And what if you can't play it?
Well, if I can't play it, if I can't play it or can't find it, well, I have to keep looking until I can play it. It's more,
okay. What's the slogan and the strap line?
What do you mean? What's the slogan?
You got to remember this. Nice and relaxing.
Nice and relaxing, and if it's a piece that I do know or I don't know, if it's professional by Matthias, you forget that. I haven't put the music to that, but at the moment, as it stands, it's a pretty tricky piece. You need a big organ for that. To be honest with you, haven't got the size of this organ.
I've got a request for you. Jubilate Deo, everybody.
That could
Serving the Lord in all your ways. Do you know that one, Julian?
Well, I could play it.
Give it a try.
I've got to find the.
You should know it, Julian.
Well, I'll try and play it from memory, but
okay.
Okay. Air on Gavotte is definitely out of copyright. Samuel Wesley, 1766 to 1837. So don't monetize that one. It's definitely out of copyright.
What, this one here?
Yeah, Air and the Gavotte.
Okay.
It should be like this. And so on. More like there. Right, okay. There's a little bit of a list there, what I'll be doing. This is the Air and the Gavotte by Sandy Wesley. That's and Gavot by Sandy Wesley. If you just joined us, it's just a 5 hymns and 5 hymns each way, and plus a little bit of Ventures as well. I might be able to fit in a couple more pieces before we finish at around about 10 to 9. So hopefully this won't be awful for you. As you notice, that piece there is an air and a Gavot. There's a bit of a dance to it, as you know. It's one of them sort of pieces that it's a bit of a challenge on your fingers. On this hymn, it's all things bronze. It's normally done for not Palm Sunday. It's usually done by, I can't remember now, Mother's Day, that kind of thing, with all the flowers. It's called All Things Bright and Beautiful, William Henry Monk, and it's 1823 to 1889. That was born, William Henry Monk. It's definitely out of copyright for that. I do 4 verses of that, in 3 to 4 verses to that one, because it's tuned 2. There is a tune 1 to it, but it's not now copyrighted. Unfortunately, All Things Bright and Middle, tuned number 2 by William Henry Monk. There you have it, All Things Bright and Beautiful. Which hopefully that will be your life. All Things Bright and Beautiful, that is the tune that it's called. The next hymn will be number 30 in the book. Let's have a look. I'm going to go through the pages now to number 30. And Can It Be? I haven't seen this hymn for a long time, so bear with me with this one. It's a little baptism hymn, but really to be on with you, and it's composed by Thomas Campbell, 1825 to 1878. And Can It Be? That should gain in the feast or something, the interest, I beg your pardon there. So it's lovely words to those. And can it be? Let's have a look what we've got on here. That's how you would sort of play it there. You could play it on the bottom menu, and it would sound like that. That will come up on the solo top. You could do that, but if you're having a full choir, you would have the solo onto the bottom menu here. And so on. Okay, and can it be? And can it be? I beg your pardon there. That was by Thomas Campbell there. The next hymn is number 43. We're going through it a little bit through the hymns now, and we're on the third hymn now, as it's coming to the third hymn. The other piece was it was a nice little triumphal baptismal hymn. Before I do that, I'll just check any messages here and who has joined us. Hi to everybody in the chat. Do say hello in the chat if you can. This is just a formal music night. About 5 hymns each half, and plus a little bit of organ pieces towards the end, like I did at the start. So if you just joined us, I'm Julien Spoons, and do stand with us to listen to the music. So good music, very calm. It is a very calming music. It's very rare for everybody to listen to. Usually, this is the U50 Technics organ. I will demonstrate some of the stops just quickly. 16-foot flute will sound like this. Double key. If you add the 4-foot. You can accompany that with a bottom manual as well. Not with the couplers. We haven't any couplers down there at the moment. Towards that one we have, but you have a volume control here. This is loud and that's soft. You notice the distance of the volume. It's called a swell pedal. It does for most manuals. On some organs it doesn't. If it's a pipe organ, it won't do it on the great or the positive organ. Sometimes the solo organ as well, if you have a fourth manual. On this one, you don't have any things, pistons or hooters, like you do on the back one there. On this one, you have a top manual. I usually use it as the great manual, and on the bottom manual is the swell. Like you hear this one. It's usually got a string of cymbal sound on it, but I've turned the volumes down so you can't hear much of it. With a slight bit of a streak sound. So the next one is hymn. Oh, it's an evening hymn. Not very. It's normally done for even songs and that kind of thing. Cathedral times. It should sound very soft sound. It should be. It's very sort of various of sound there. It could be a little bit quicker, but it's more like kind of calming him if you think about it. But it's at the even ere the sun was set, and it's adapted by George Joseph in 1657. I beg your pardon, but I can't read. 1657 adapted, so definitely 304 miles out of it. So at the even ere the sun was set, as it's setting now, then you will hear why. I will play at least about 3 to 4 verses of it. Even at the sun was set. As you can see, that might have a chilling sort of hymn there. So you can play it on a different key if you want it high or lower, and that's how you would do it. I was doing it in demonstrations of sopranos and basses there. So the next hymn is, just as assurance, is number 62 in the hymn book. It's not one of my favourites, but Blessed Assurance of Jesus is Mine. Oh, what the for a taste of glory of divine, hair of salvation, purchase, God bought in spirit, washed in blood. This is the story, this is the song, praise the Saviour all day long. This is the story, this is my song, praise the Saviour all my day long. 3 verses of this. It's composed by Phoebe Knapp, born in 1839 to 1908, as the composer was gone in 1908. So that's over 100 years old, this one. So everyone's favourite, but it's more like it's a bit more like another calm hymn as well. We're on number 4 now, so we've got one more of the first half for it to play. Okay. Blessed assurance of Jesus is mine. So what I will use for this one? Ooh, it's a tricky one. You could use that sort of sound, or you could I think that sounds a bit more better. Blessed assurance of Jesus is mine. There you have it. Blessed assurance of Jesus is mine. Right, okay. We have one more thing on that occasion there. We're going to go for, let's have a look. J is HJ. Let's go around to here, the Jubilate, if I can do it. I'll do my own version of this. Okay. So it goes in order of the hymn book. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It goes I, J, and so on. No, not Jerusalem. Let's have a look. If I can find the number of it, I can play it. Let's have a look. Jesus was today. Jesus is not. No. Go a bit further on. So no, here. Judging General Splendid, the Jubilati. Right, we've got two versions of this. Is that copyright? I'll have to do my own version of Jubilati. This is a special one. Requested from my other Nick Coffee, or Lovely Coffee, I should say. Jubilati, everybody. It's going to be two verses, very short verses of this. It might be a bit. I might play it a little bit quicker. Jubilati. Okay, this is my version of Jubilati. It's done by Fred Dunn anyway. There you go, that was Jubilati. Everybody. The last hymn, Breathe on Me, Breath of God, which it is, number 69 in the book. Right, before I go to this one, I'll check the. There is two tunes to that one. I'll be playing the first one this half, and the next tune on the next half. Is everybody okay? I was just checking the comments there. Is everybody okay? If you are needing assistance to do come and tell me. If you just joined us, it's Julien Spoons playing you some music, classical music with hymns and a little bit of organ pieces to inspire your comfort of relaxing. So, if I'm not speaking too loud, do say. If you can hear me, okay. If you can hear the sound, okay. If it's not too loud, do say. And join in if you know the pieces. So we got until at least 8:45 on this one. So, the last hymn on this section before I have a quick little drink. Okay. Breathe on Me, Breath of God. Now this one is Charles Lockett, 1745 or 49, I think it is, 45 to 1915. Something like that. Charles Lockett is the music there. It's definitely miles out of cover there. It's over 100 years old. That is the last thing of that. Now this one is a very straightforward tune. It's Breathe on Me, Breath of God, fill me with new life there. I may love, thou that's love, and do thou wouldst do. It's a love him, the words are. So there is a higher version of it and a lower version of it. I would play the first tune, which is tune Kalal. I would play the first tune first, and then the second part is the second tune. You'll notice the difference between the two tunes. Right, 4 verses of Breathe Me a Breath of God. Sorry about the agility of the organ there, so I'm just tipping up the pedal at night. Breathe on me, breath of God. the organ coming to 2 here. Now, it's the end of part 1. Now, part 2, I'll just check any messages that's come through. I can hear you. I was shouting last night in my sleep. Very good saying, that is. Absolutely. I do agree. I'm not shouting in my sleep. Goodness me. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh dear, I sound like a comedian. But I'm not. I didn't say that, did I? What's good for me? I need a cough through there. And now, second part of my list, I might have an extra hymn in there somewhere. Definitely a traditional one for you. So, this one is Beyond Me Breath of God, tune number 2. Now, this one's by Jackson, 1840 to 1914, I think it is. Yes, that's definitely great. It is over 70 years old. Play 4 verses again. It's 4 verses of this. This one's a little bit quieter. It's a bit slower as well. You would have to use a little bit softer instruments for that. You could use I'm using the treble part first and the alto part. For people who haven't learned how to use the keyboard. Remember always to count the beats. Oh, sorry about that. Same note as the treble there. Now do the lowercase. You get the that's the lowercase of that hymn there. If you haven't got a pedal board, you have to use it is a piano on this one. But if you have got pedal board, I've already got an octave down there, and on the back of the other organ, I have a 4 pedal board. When that is working. Unfortunately, that's not working at the moment, but hopefully we'll get something sorted out eventually. I don't know when it will be. Anyway, the octave down the bottom, you can use the pedal for that. You would have to use normally you would have a 4 pedal board, you would have to use the top bit, but you've only got a bass. You'd have to use it like that, and if down there, it should be, I use the volume control. breathe on me, breath of God. Now, this is interesting. We have a look down here. The next hymn, by when I do that, I might have an extra one here. Oh Cinnamon. Has anyone seen Oh Cinnamon? That is interesting. It's a spiritual. Anyone can use this one, and it's only 3 or 4 verses to it. I'm not sure about the extra verses to it. I'm not sure. I have to check the verses. Oh Cinnamon. So this is a strange piece. To be honest with you, really. It needs a little bit of pattern. When you're doing music like what I am doing, you have to have a little pattern of rhythm. Sometimes you lack it and you get carried away. So you have to check the speed of the music to do that. I'll double check if any messages. Are you in a church? No, I'm not in a church. It's very similar to a church, but it's not. No, I'm not in a church. No. I have played for a church, but I freelance at the moment. That's what I'm doing now. I freelance. And I have played the church. I've played in a higher church as well. So that is. I'm not in a church. No. At the moment I'm not, but I'm freelancing. I do get offered to play if there is an opportunity to do that. So there are thousands of churches, the cathedrals, Catholic cathedrals, whatever it is, which is near here. To do a question. Now, Oh Cinnamon. Now this is an interesting one. I think this is a chorus. I think there's a chorus to it. It should go. Something similar to that. Sorry about the earshot there. There's no earshots in this one. So on. Oh, Cinnamon. We might not be exactly right, but it's a try out on that. I haven't played a little once yet, so the next hymn will be Christ is all cornerstone. I'm going to get the next hymn out. It's 77 in the hymn book. Okay, let's have a look. 77 Christ is our cornerstone. It's a Samuel Wesley one, 1810 to 1876, I should think. So a Samuel Wesley tune. Interesting there. Christ as our cornerstone is. So Christ is our cornerstone. On him alone we build. With his true saints alone our courts heaven are filled. On his great love our hopes are raised and prevent great joys above. What about that for him now? Let's have 3 verses of this. Well, it played a little bit slower than it usually is. Sunday Wesley isn't a copyright one, same as the air on the Gavotte as well. Christ is our cornerstone. Christ is our cornerstone. Let's see on the next hymn also. That's okay. We are going into the 500s now. So it's 551. Monday Morning Guild, I think it is. 551. 551. Normally you play this in the morning, but I'm going to tell you when the evening guides disguises instead. Interesting piece. And it's by Joseph. Music is by Joseph Barnaby, 1838 to 1896. The words are from Morning Guild's Disguise. Normally only played in the morning. My heart is waking. Cries, may Jesus Christ is praised. I like and work and prayer to Jesus repair. May Jesus Christ will be praised. That's the first words to that. So 3 versions to that with a lower setting, but I'm going to play it in C. You'll end up in a chord of C with 3 beats to the end of the hymn. When the morning gives us skies. So I might bend my foot a bit. Excuse me if I'm doing it. It's just I need clips to do that. Let's have a look. I have to do the hymns, you see, this specification of the hymns, you see, on this manual here. It should sound like this. And so on. And you hear the gist of that song or hymn, as you were saying. Do you like George Holland? Do you like George Holland? I've heard of him. That's a completely different musician to me. He's more like ragtime sort of thing. It's like entertainment. I can't play it on anything. What call it? It's entertainment sort of music. I'm trying to do something similar in classical, but George Holland, I have heard of. You are quite right to say that. That's complete. He's more of a pianist than I'm an organist. Well, kind of a freelance organist. So that's completely different. It's like playing a clarinet and a saxophone. So I'm a saxophonist, someone else is a clarinet. It's a completely different instrument, but same sort of sound. You probably get it's probably the same. It's still a blowing instrument. So George Holland is a pianist, more like he plays like entertainment music. I play entertainment classical music. That's completely different. So it's a bit more. It's different. You'll notice a difference. So I don't play pop organ. I could, but it wouldn't work as much. But only on jazzy hymns or something like that. When the morning gilds the skies, it's normally morning, but it's evening tonight. When the evening gilds the skies, but I'm just changing the words to tonight. Only on that one. When the evening gilds the skies, when the morning gilds the skies. There's two versions of that. Sorry about the book. It's a bit foggy there. Okay. When the morning gilds the skies, when the evening gilds the skies. So the next hymn, it's a lovely joyful hymn, normally played in the morning of the service, it's only morning service. So the next hymn is 550, the next one. This is an interesting one here. It's called When the Music God is Glorified. When does the music glorified? Interesting scenario there. When the music is glorified and the action leaves the room for pride, is the whole creation cried? Everyone cries of laughter or sadness, and it's got Alleluia, Alleluia. Now, Alleluia means praise to God or whatever it is. It's not a religious service, but I'm just playing classical music, religious classical music. It's like a service, but it's not. It's got no religious terms into it. So if this is a music group, it is sort of a music group for people that to learn other people that want to learn the organ or the piano. Really, to be honest with you, I'm just playing hymns and entertaining people. That's what my job is. Freelance. This one is by Charles Stanford, 1852 to 1924. He wrote a lot of organ music, and one in like postlude and D minor. That's another one. And you've got lots of magnificats and things like that. That kind of thing. So when in your our music in God is glorified. And there's 5 verses. I would say I would pick. I would say 3 verses of this. Right. Okay. Get the yep. When in our music is glorified. When I get the next piece out, we have got time. Let's have a look. Our schedule is right. We have got one more hymn before we do that. It's 3:21. Before we do that, okay. I'll finish. I may finish off. I don't know yet. Let's have a look. I may finish off with the wedding march. I'll play Salute a Pierre in Notre Dame by El Bowman. I'm going to work this one out. Okay. The Pierre of Notre Dame, El Bowman. If you just tuned in, it's Julien Spoons until at least 1:45, at least, maybe before that. We'll see. We may have 2 extra pieces and a hymn to finish off with. I don't know yet. See what we got time for. Adagio Memordio, Piero Notre Dame. It's only the first part of it. It goes. It should go like this. That's how you would do it. That's how you would sort of start it off. If it starts soft, very PP being soft swell. I mean swell letters. See how soft it is. With an extra pedal bit. piano knocked down by Bowman. So that's there. And I might play a little dart here somewhere. Serenade. Before we play the last two pieces on the organ. So this one is a solo instrument. It can be a solo instrument. It's Serenade by Lindsay Kirchhoff. My arrangement to it. It should go. It could be. If it was, as for the vibrato, I don't know if it wouldn't be right with it. So okay, we'll start with Serenade by Lindsay Kirchhoff. Normally that is repeated, but for today, I would normally repeat that. So you would normally do that. Now, the final hymn, one of the hymns is very good for wedding hymns. Everyone likes this tune. It's Blundermay. It's by William Lawrence in 1881 to 1937. At least over 80 years. I got right. Tune 2. Love divine of love excelling, joy of heaven to the earth, fixed in thy humble dwelling in all thy faithful mercies crown. In Jesus thou art, all compassion pure, this I love thou art. Visit thus thy salvation and enter in the trembling heart. Oh, what a good hymn that could be to find out your ways of doing this music. Now, on this music, it's a bit trickier, but because people get caught on the verses. Now, if the verses are mixed up between number 2 and number 4, it gets confusing for the singers. Not for the organist, but because the organist has to play the tune now. Well, if they are played to the descant, so I mean, it can get confusing. If everyone's singing and playing the descant and you're singing a different verse, you'll notice the difference there. So don't get confused. If it's in the hymn book, we're just playing by the hymn book or the song book, whatever you're using. Normally there's 4 hymns. You do get confused on the verses, how many verses there are and where the verses are. Somebody did that quite a while back, 3 years ago, when they did this hymn. The congregation had mixed up the words with the verses 2 at the bottom and the 4th verse on the 3rd verse. So it got confusing a little bit on that one. So we're not going to do that here. So Love Divine of Love Extended. There is another tune to that. The other tune is something like that. that's a John Stayner version of that. I don't know why everyone doesn't like that as much. They prefer this tune. I'm going to play 3 versions of this tune and finish up with the wedding march at the end, make it more lovely. So we start with Love Divine. Love Divine of Love Excelling by William Rowlands. So that's a fantastic hymn to finish off with. And I'm going to close the hymn book. And now I'm waiting for my assistant cameraman to come back. I don't know if he's going to come back or I've got to switch off. I don't know what he's doing. My co-host here, he's forgotten to come over here and back here. So we nearly finished just about to finish the wedding march now. By Philip Mendelson. I can't remember where he's born, but he's born somewhere, but he's definitely out of copyright. So I'll just check all the comments. That's like a film track. What it is, it's not tracky though. We're just finishing the last. If my lovely coffee will come back and finish off with the when I finish the wedding march, if I can do that. So I'll start with the reeds on the. It's normally a trombone. I haven't got a trombone on it, but add something extra to it. So it should start for something like that. It wouldn't be sounding like on this. You need a reed for that. So the wedding march, here it goes. So, how about that for to finish off? I don't know where he's got to. Would lovely coffee come back to the studio, please? And if you can hear me, I don't know where he's got to. I'll have to find out where he's got to. Anyway, that brings a close. Hope to you enjoyed the organ show. I'm going to switch the organ off now. So that brings us to close today. So if you enjoyed it, do say that for next time. I'm not sure if we got one next week. We may be away, we may not. It depends what we're doing. If we are away, we will, won't be doing it on next Monday. It'll be the following Monday if we come back. If we come back safely. So I hope you enjoyed the evening music. And if you want to come to next time for the not the Q&A, I don't know when that will be, the TWU on Wednesday, if we have time for it, we'll let you know. And do catch up on social meetup on Facebook as well. So I don't know where we got to. It says the organ office. The organ office. We are waiting for the studio men to come back in here. I don't know why here. We just got to wait for them to come back. Come to the studio office. Bear with me 1 minute. Okay, while we wait before he comes in, I don't know when he will be coming in. We are waiting for lovely coffee. We do apologise, but that is your hymns for your section today. I don't know when he's going to stop the recording. If he's going to finish off. It's all hickled and pickled again. Once again, I don't know why he hasn't come through the studio. Is he going to come to fix the stands? I don't know when he's going to do that. So okay, just bear with me while I go and find him. I'll be back in 2 shakes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for one last voluntary, then my producer will come back here. Okay, it has to be made up one. Okay, it'll be a made up voluntary. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you have joined us, we're just having a final piece before I then let's have a quick. It gets a bit hot now. Right, I'll have to soften this up a bit. Right, it has to be a little voluntary by me. I've got my hands there, but only one. This will probably end up in C or G.
Okay. Bravo. So there you go.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Julien Spoons here. If you hope you enjoyed the evening of music. Now we're going to close with our producer now, and thank you very much for
Producer?
watching.
Can you call me a producer?
Of lovely coffee.
You could call me that, but yeah.
Lovely coffee has just joined and finishing off. So thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you soon.
Okay. There you go. My thanks to Julien here, and of course, yeah, I'm Lovely Coffee. Thank you very much for joining Julien Spoons here. I normally host the show every Monday here. I've been listening in the background, so thank you very much for, of course, watching here today. I hope you've really had a pleasurable sort of experience with different kinds of instruments as well as pieces that he likes to play. That's Julien Spoons we're talking about here. So, yeah, do join us around about the same time next week. And we will not be here, actually. It'll be the following Monday. I almost forgot about that. So, yeah, damn old me. But there you go. It'll be the following week after we come back from Norfolk. Hopefully all being well. And hopefully you can join us for that. We are sort of connected with the social group and meetup group. So if you want to join us on that group, feel free to do so and come and have a chat with us. But yeah, come and talk to us. We've got 3 admins on that group, Alfie, and of course Strawberry, and of course, yeah, her name is Nicole, really, but of course, yeah, it's just a stage name. But yeah, and myself, of course, Lovely Coffee, and of course the rest of them, and yeah, they're all stage names, well, most of them anyway. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. It's been one of those kind of shows that I've really enjoyed. Nice and relaxing is the logo, or if you like, strapline. Just trying to get the right sort of wording here. Nice and relaxing is the strap line that we use for, well, Julien uses for the actual show. So hopefully around about the same time, the following week, we will return. We're going to have a week off. Well, Julien's going to have a week off as well. And hopefully you can join us in about a week's time. So if you haven't already subscribed to us, make sure you do. And remember to hit your notification button so you know when we go and do an up live, well, basically when it, gets, uploaded, as a broadcast and a video. So hopefully that makes sense. So next time you want to see us, make sure you hit that notification button so you know when a broadcast gets uploaded. So whether it's a live broadcast or video, then of course hit that notification button. And it really is very important. My thanks to Julien Spoons. My thanks to you lot. And we love you always. See you next time. Bye.